All right. Welcome back to another live stream of Duskwood. Now, keep in mind, episode 10, as you just saw, has not yet been released. This video, like previous live streams before the actual episode was released, is a preparation video. We're going to be able to go through theories. We're going to talk about the pictures, the videos, the current information that we know. And we'll be able to talk about all of that. We'll be able to get all of your guys' theories and go through everything to prepare for episode 10. Now, because it's been a long time since episode 9 has released. I don't know exactly how long it's been, but it's been at least 6 months. It's been half a year, I think. Right? Is that accurate? Is that accurate to say it's been half a year since episode 9 released? So it's been a long time, and if you haven't gone through and replayed the game, you might be a little lost by the time 10 comes out. So that's why we're having this video. That's why we're having this live stream, so that way we can go through and get all caught up, get all on the right page for episode 10. Now, there's going to be a lot of different theories. There's going to be a lot of theories about who Jake is, who the man without a face is Richie alive or dead? There's a lot of different theories, and we'll go through all that. And you'll be able to hear my opinion. You'll be able to hear all what I have to say about it. But first and foremost, let me just throw out there a big welcome to each and every one of you. I can see currently so far in chat, there's Flower Moon, Eric Nicolaisen, Samuel Coombs, Miriam, welcome to the stream. Savak Guy, welcome to the stream. I know I'm going to get these names wrong. Jimena Epina. I know I got that wrong. Welcome, Jessica M. I see Jake. Jake is here. Real Jake, not real Jake, don't know. Jake from State Farm, maybe. Welcome to the stream, whoever you are, if you are Jake. Not cool, Fahad, Claudia, welcome. The Last Dragon says, wait, is it out? It's not out yet, Last Dragon. It's not yet. This is, like I said, is a preparation video. But welcome to the stream. Travis was here. He's going to be watching his kid. That's okay. That's okay, Travis. That's good. That's good. Welcome to the stream if you're listening. Sandra, welcome. Tartface, Zaina plays YT. If you haven't noticed or if you don't know already, she created the amazing thumbnail for this live stream, and I truly appreciate it. All the credit goes to Zaina for creating that amazing thumbnail. April, I see April's here. Welcome to the stream. Mia Rogers, welcome. I'm trying to get everybody. Seda Hatab, welcome to the stream. Shauna McCormick, welcome to the stream. Amanda Smith, great to see you again. Welcome. Did I get every? Silver Wolf, I see you. Welcome. Daya, welcome to the stream. Entken, welcome to the stream. Issy Nicole, welcome. Issy says, I miss Duskwood so much. I think we all do. I think we all miss Duskwood, and we can't wait for episode 10 to come out. Zephyr, welcome to the stream, Zephyr. Jessica Dow, I haven't seen you in forever, Jessica Dow. Welcome to the stream. TPY, or not TPY, TPWK says, hi, baby. Hey, babe. Hey, baby. YouTube family fan, welcome to the stream. I think Mikey Reeves, it's great to see you. Niene, welcome. Mel's Fantasies, welcome to the stream. Light975, welcome. Marwa, I've talked to Marwa quite a bit on Instagram. It's great to see Marwa in the stream, in the chat. Welcome everybody. Elsewhere, welcome. And if you haven't said hi in chat and I didn't call out your name, it's probably because you're not in chat. But either way, welcome each and every one of you, whether you're in chat, whether you're listening, whether you're lurking, whether you're watching this after the stream is over. Welcome each and every one of you. Now, that was a lot, but we got through it. Where do we want to start? Where do we want to start? We have so many things that we can do. So much. Where do we want to start? Should we go to Hannah's phone? Should we go right to Hannah's phone? How do we get to Hannah's phone? I don't even remember. Look at Thomas's face. He got caught snooping around in Hannah's phone after we told him multiple times not to. Beard game's on point, though. I like it. How do we get to apps? It's in apps. Hannah's phone. There we go. Let's go ahead and get into Hannah's phone real quick. Camera. Can't do anything. Still take a picture. We can still take pictures. Do we have a fortune today? Old friendships will flourish once more. How true is that? How many people are back because it's a Duskwood stream? Old friendships are flourishing right now. Absolutely. Some pictures here. Got Lily. She was public enemy number 1 for a while. For a long while. You have March? What do you mean I have March? Tart face. What? I have March? Eric's asking, how are you, tongue tied? I've never had a bad day in my life, Eric. Thanks for asking. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Jimena says, my English is bad, but for you, I will learn English, Chinese, Portuguese, French. I appreciate that, Jimena. Amanda's watching and doing classes with her daughter at the same time. Merch. Oh, I do have merch. Yes. Tartface, I do. So it just launched. I think today is the first full day of it. And it just launched. I do have a link in the description down below. I have a link on my channel. If you look in my profile on YouTube, I do have merch available. And the first week from now until next Wednesday, if you purchase something for the first week of the launch, if you use promo code TTG10, and I'll write it in chat. Promo code TTG10. You get 10% off your purchase order. There you guys go. Put that in chat so that you guys have it. TTG10 will give you 10% off your purchase order for the merch for the first week that the new merch has been launched, and it's on Teespring. It's on teespring.com. You can get the merch there. Again, links are down in the description. However, I will tell you this. If you're a member of the channel, you can join as a member. There's a few different pricing categories. You can choose which one works best for you, or not at all. It's completely up to you. But if you are a member, you do get there's a promotion that gives you 20% off your merch orders. So might be something to consider. But yes, I do have some awesome merch. Definitely check it out. Fluff, after being freshly adopted by Cleo's mom, he was still shy back then. Richie's garage, or should we say man without a face's garage. I stick to it. I'm sticking by my word. For ever since we saw Richie get quote unquote killed, he's been man without a face in my book ever since. There's Hannah. New pictures of Hannah. We haven't actually seen that picture, I don't think. Or maybe we did. Maybe this was the first picture we saw of Hannah. Because they actually got this actress to play Hannah during episode 9, I believe, right? I believe so. Some pictures of the group. First vacation together. Running super late. But there's always time for pictures. In the end, the train was delayed and we wouldn't have to panic so much. It's great. Day, I hope I can get some merch even when I'm far away. I hope so too. I don't know how Teespring does it. I don't know if you can based on your location. I'm not sure. Dea, if you find out, let me know. Let me know, DM me. Let me know how that works out for you. Elsewhere says you didn't finish episode 9, the mini games. Ah, yes, the mini game. I've seen that some people thought that episode 9 mini games weren't that hard. I thought they were the hardest in the entire series so far. I had more problems completing episode 9 mini games than I've ever had. Maribel thinks the man without a face is Paul Roger, who had an affair with Jen Hansen. They argue she gets pushed and hit by a car, and he covers up her death. It's possible. So, essentially, Richie's father. Close enough for me. That's close enough for me. Maribel also thinks that Richie is Jake and sticking with it. I feel you. I get it. I get it. Mikey's on board with me, though. Mikey thinks that Richie is the man without a face. Stranger danger, the $1 million question. Who is the man without a face? It's Richie. The thing is, Maribel, why would Paul kill his own son then? Why would Paul kill his son? If Paul is the man without a face, and the man without a face is the one that killed Richie, why would Paul kill Richie? Something to think about. Elsewhere, why everyone hates Richie? I don't hate Richie. I thought Richie was a nice person. I'm just super suspicious. Super sus on Richie. Jimena says, my name is Jimena, but you can call me Mi Amor. So in other words, call you my love. Amanda thinks Richie's in on it too. I'm right there with you. Look at this sus face. Zephyr says, I love Richie, but he's fishy somehow. I agree. I like Richie. Don't get me wrong. I like Richie. He's a good-looking dude. He's funny. He's super nice, super polite. He's the person that I least and most suspect to be a man without a face, which means I most middle suspect him to be man without a face, which means that it's him. It's never who you least suspect, and it's never who you most suspect. It's always the one you most medium suspect. And I medium suspect Richie. Here's the evidence. Richie can also exist out of work. Mikey thought that Richie was man without a face ever since Richie told the story about his childhood trauma. Interesting. Kalai Selvi? I apologize if I got your name wrong. Richie has something to do with it. I agree. Read the comments under the picture. There's no... Right there, I did read those comments. Double hoodie. I don't think that's not a double hoodie. That's just a red inner lining, I think. It could be a double hoodie. I can't zoom in. Walk around Duskwood. Smile, Cleo. Tartface says Richie's death was sus with the chocolate syrup blood. I agree. TPWK, I'm in love with your voice. Gonna make me blush. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Zana says, or asks, if Richie could be the man without a face, what would his motive be in killing Amy and kidnapping Hannah? I don't know. I don't know what his motive would be. I don't think we've come to a motive yet. For any reason, for anybody. It could be that Maribel might be right. It might be Paul. And Paul and Richie staged Richie's death to make it look like Richie is dead. So that way Richie could then help Paul. But if that's the case, then you're talking about potentially two men without a face, which would be Richie and Paul, which if that's the case, then I'm right. I'm at least half right. Kalai, yep, you have it right. Have you ever thought there could be two people involved? Right, yeah, it's possible. Freddie, welcome to the stream, Freddie. It's great to see you here. Great to see you. Fahad, what's up, tongue-tied? All right, shout out, Fahad. I'm doing great. We're just going through, checking out all the pictures, going through all the information that we have. We looked at that bird feeder for a long time. I was sitting here reading chat, answering questions. We still have some unopened apps, and I guess they're going to be opened up in episode 10. Welcome back, Hannah. We found some interesting places near you and marked them for you to explore. What's this? Misty Stream. Zoom out. West Wind Rapids. Play the first recording that Thomas sends us of Jake. The sound is like a candy wrapper, just like the ones from the shop Jesse tells us about to call him Alfie. Play the first recording that Thomas sends us of Jake. This audio right here.
Hannah, something happened to Hannah. I saw it. I'm on your side. You have to trust me.
I suppose you could say it sounds like a rapper. However, I feel like it could be him grabbing his headset microphone, just fumbling around with his stuff. It's possible. I wouldn't say. It doesn't make sense for Richie to be fumbling around with a candy wrapper if he's trying to make a message about Hannah being taken, though. So I don't know. Apologize, this is gonna be sideways.
A missing girl and a body in Duskwood's forest. What looked like it was a clean-cut case now appears to be more complicated. At today's press conference, the police broke their silence for the first time and announced details about the running investigation. The deceased was identified as Duskwood local Emmy Bell Lewis. The young woman's body was found a few days ago by a man who was going for a walk in the forest. Possible ties to the recent disappearance of the missing Hannah Donford were neither confirmed nor denied by police officials.
Veronica, welcome to the stream, says, every one of them is kind of sus, but Richie is most with his death. So The thing is to keep in mind, whether you're playing a game, watching a TV show, a movie, it doesn't matter. If there isn't a body, they're not dead. There's always a chance for them to come back some magical way if you don't find a body. And I think that's going to happen in episode 10. I think Richie's coming back because the body was never found. And I think Richie's going to come back as either the man without a face or one half of the man without a face. That's just my gut feeling. Amanda says, I wonder what is going to happen with that form we filled out with Lily and Jake for the guy in jail. Ted Madruga, I think it was. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Ted Madruga. And I believe it was it Ted Madruga or Michael Hansen whose house that the man without a face was staying at and kind of like doing all of his, like that was his little hideout. It was one of them. This house right here, this is his hideout.
I don't know. What?
Tartface says, plus Hannah saw Jake's face. She would have recognized Richie. Did Hannah see Jake's face? I don't remember if Hannah saw Jake's face or not. I don't know if they just kind of communicated over the phone. It's possible. I mean, we know they talked a lot, so it is possible that Hannah saw Jake's face. And if that's the case, yeah, I mean, unless Richie had unless the man without a face had the burlap mask over his face the whole time, then she wouldn't know that it was Richie. No, she would know Jake is Richie if Hannah saw Jake's face, Hannah would know Jake is Richie. And the whole thing between them seeing each other at Roger's garage doesn't make any sense then. Because then Hannah would know Richie is Jake and Jake is Richie. I think Jake is Jake. And I think Richie is man without a face. Jake already told us that he's running away from the government. That's correct. That is true. He did tell us that he's running away from the government. And you can't really do that when you're playing repairman at Roger's garage. Zayna says, I think Alan would most likely have a motive to be man without a face. What if he knows Jake has a connection to Hannah and he's kidnapped her to try to capture him? See, I don't think Alan's the police chief of the city, of Duskwood or whatever. He's not the FBI agent. I don't think Alan is an FBI agent. He's the local police chief. So I don't know if Alan is looking for Jake. Arbel asks, at the very beginning of the game, explain why when we contacted Dan and Richie, or explain why when we contact Dan, Richie is not an option, but Hacker is. I don't know. I don't remember that. They had a video call. I think that's what Jake said. So they may have had a video call. Silver Wolf says they did FaceTime Jake, said she was relieved she saw me. Okay. So, I mean, it's possible. It's possible that Hannah knows what Jake looks like. And if Hannah knows what Jake looks like, then Hannah would know if Jake is Richie and Richie is Jake. The bracelet. Yeah, in that video, I agree with what chat's saying. In that video there, Richie's body build doesn't match the man without a face in that video. Personally, I think Dan's body build matches more closely to the body build that we just saw in the man without a face there. Richie, he seems to be a bit thinner and taller. This one was kind of shorter and stockier. Kind of looks like Dan a little bit. Now, that could be that they used Dan to play the man without a face, but it still could potentially be somebody completely different. Maybe Paul Roger. Marbell might be onto something with Paul Roger, but again, it doesn't make sense to me if Paul Roger is man without a face. Why would Richie be Jake? And if Richie was Jake and Paul killed Richie, then there wouldn't be a Jake. But I don't think anyone killed Richie. I think Richie is acting. He's playing dead. I think he's either there might be two men without a face. There might be two of them. And one of them could be Paul and the other one could be Richie. Maybe it's a father-son duo type thing. It's possible. It's very, very possible. Dan, he was in the hospital for so long. I can't imagine it would be Dan. But he certainly has the body build of the man without a face that we just saw in the in that video. But he also supposedly can't walk right now either. Like he's not getting around too good right now, and he was just chasing after Jesse and Thomas there. But yeah, he's definitely got the body build for the man without a face that we just saw. With the last update, Man Without a Face's voice is not distorted in the final call in episode 3. Let's check that. Where would we check that? Is that under Jake's? No. Where would that be? Is that in the group chat? Where can we find the phone call with Man Without a Face? I would have thought it would have been in group chat, but it's not. Where would that audio be?
Questioning of witness Michael.
That's not it.
What would you like to talk about?
That's not it. Where would that video be when they called us? When Man Without a Face called us. The very end of episode 9, he called us and talked to us. It was like a video. Would it be in Hannah's phone? Under gallery? No, it's not. We just check gallery. SMS? Ah, is it here? This might be it.
Hi. In case you didn't see it in the group chat, Cleo just asked us to come in so we can discuss something. I thought you wouldn't want to be excluded, so I just called you.
What's going on?
Hi.
Sit down. So, I was looking for a lighter, but instead, I found this.
Is this a real one? Yep.
So, whose is it?
That's definitely not mine. Shh. You hear that? It's coming from the hallway.
Hannah's phone.
Unknown number. Pick it up.
Hello?
I know where you are now. You were too confident, but you fell into my trap. I'm coming now, and then I am going to end this.
So his voice was still distorted, definitely. Definitely still distorted. Shuya, welcome to the stream. Shuya says, my wife talking about Jesse. Yes, that was Jesse. The beautiful Jesse. It's the first time we heard Dan talk. Yeah, and I think he said one word. Yep. They just left the gun on the table. I still don't understand why. They clearly felt uneasy around that piece. I mean, they didn't feel comfortable around that pistol at all. He's using a voice changer? Absolutely. He's absolutely using a voice changer. Zana says it's more dangerous if they use it when they don't know how to handle. Absolutely. 100%, Zana. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Hello.
The video
My
that
name is
made
Lily Donford.
public enemy
The missing
number
girl
one.
Hannah Donford is my sister, and I know who's behind her disappearance. Some time ago, my sister sent us a cell phone number. At that point, she had already been gone missing. In the meantime, the person this number belongs to has attempted to infiltrate our circle of friends in order to obtain information about Hannah, her friends, and my family. This person has help of an unknown man. This man has illegally access to my sister's private data, spied on us, and even threatened us in multiple occasions. I'm really sure that these two people are the real perpetrators. Therefore, it seems also likely that they're behind the dead body that has recently been found in Duskwood. I'm in possession of both cell phone numbers as well as personal information, and I'm prepared to hand this over to anyone who's willing to help. Please. I want my sister back. Help me find Hannah and bring these two kidnappers to justice.
Yeah, that was the video that made Lily public enemy number one with every single Duskwood fan that existed at the time. She quickly turned that around, though. She essentially ended up helping us. She created the hashtag I am Jake. Oh, Jessica M. Awesome. Jessica M just joined as a member. I appreciate it, Jessica. Thank you so much. Strengthening her tethered to Onyx. And I appreciate that. You should be receiving, or if you haven't already, you'll receive a link to the Discord, and when you get that link to the Discord, let me know. You'll probably even see it in the messages. Let me know when you get there. I'll reach out to you and let you know what the promo code is for 20% off the new merch. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jessica. I appreciate that. Joining as a member, strengthening her tether. B, welcome to the stream. Just discovered your channel. Love the stream already. Hi, everyone. Welcome, B. I appreciate that, B. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Jessica M says, I finally decided I'm stable enough to join a tether. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Congratulations, Jessica. Thank you so much. Vote between MC and Lily. I remember that. We tried to get that vote, but nobody would really go for it. But Lily tried to get us voted out. She really did. She tried. Zayn the only one that doesn't hate Lily. Got to say, Duskwood has some nice looking merch. They do. I've seen it. I've seen some of it. It's pretty good. They're Raven. They're Raven that they use. The Crow, not the Raven, but the Crow looks awesome. Jessica hates her. Does annoy her. I feel that. I get that. Freddie says, "Wow, new merch hoodie." Yes, there's a few different things that you can get. There's some shirts, hoodies, awesome stuff. You can get pint glasses, you can get mugs, you can get tumblers, all kinds of really cool stuff. And again, this is just the first launch of merch. I will be working on trying to get some new stuff out there, some new designs, some new logos, all kinds of really cool new looks for the merch as well. But yeah, this is just the first time that we've launched merch, and definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. Again, links down in the description. It's also on my YouTube page. But yeah, definitely check it out. Stavrula says, "Oh, I want the episode." We all do. That's why we're here. That's why we're here, making sure, seeing, catching up on everything that we already know of. Just trying to remember what's going on and how we got here. That way, when episode 10 comes out, we're ready. We're ready to go. We're ready to find out who the man behind the mask really is. Whether it's Jake's mask or Man Without a Face's mask. What about a custom tongue-tied mask? I tried. I did. I tried to create one, and I couldn't get it to. I just couldn't get it to look right. I'll have to try again. I'll have to give it another shot. I couldn't get it to look right, but yeah, I'll definitely work on getting a custom mask. I'm thinking maybe like a custom. We could probably try to do like a custom gator mask, or even just like an actual, I don't know, standard mask. But I'll think about it. I'll try again to see if I can get that. See if I can get that to work. I tried a while to get a mask to look good, and I just couldn't get it. It was difficult to get. Stravula says, "I laughed so hard when you pronounced my name. You said it right." Jam genius. I'm a jam genius, Stravula. Of course I said your name right. I'm terrible with names. I promise you. I'm terrible with names, but I'm glad I got your name right. I'm glad. That made my day. Because I was certain, 100% certain that I got it wrong. This was when Lily was actually trying to help us. We were trying to find the 01401 code or whatever it was. I think it was. Jessica M found the Discord link, so she set up. Awesome. Can't wait to see you there. 014 or 01040. That's what we were looking for. This is what we were looking for in that last video. Lily was trying to help us. We had to direct her through the map of the actual city to get there. All of the I am Jakes. Hashtag I am Jake. If it looks blurry for you guys, it looks blurry for me too. It's hard to see. It does say I just rented a billboard for hashtag I am Jake, and then it disappeared. But it did look blurry for me too. I'm Jake, and I'm in the USA. Catch me if you can. Tongue-tied, you can do what Kinjaz did for masks? What did Kinjaz do for masks? I'll have to check it out. When does the new episode come out? I don't know. I'm not in the know. Unfortunately, I'm not as in the know with Everbite and Duskwood. However, it does look like it's soon. It looks like it's getting there. It's really close. I can't give you an estimate. I can't tell you when or how long it's going to be, but it does look like it's close. It's definitely a lot closer than it was 6 months ago. That's for sure. It's amazing how fast those people quickly turn from hating Jake to helping him helping him in social media. It really is. They went quick. They like that on a dime, just completely turned. Is episode 10 going to be the final episode? It is. It is going to be the last episode. So episode 10 should hopefully answer all of our questions. But yes, it is going to be the last episode. 100%. Yeah, Thomas on the guitar. I could listen to that. I could listen to that all night, especially sitting by a campfire, sitting next to Jesse. Oh, what a dream come true that would be. Flower Moon says, can we try to check the difference between the Jake voice changer and the man without a face from last episode, Carl? Yes, we can. So let's listen to the man without a face, that last video for episode 9. Let's listen to that one first because it is we get the man without a face at the end of that video, and then we'll go straight to one of Jake's voice calls and we'll compare the two. So this is the
Hi.
man
In
without
case
a
you didn't
face.
see it in the group chat, Cleo just asked us to come in so we can discuss something. I thought you wouldn't want to be excluded, so I just called you.
What's going on?
Hi.
Sit down. So I was looking for a lighter, but instead I found this.
Dan's the only one that didn't like freak out. Everyone else kind of like gasped. But Dan's like, let me grab that. Yep, it's real.
Yep.
So,
Or just, yep.
whose is it?
Yep.
That's definitely not mine. Shh. You hear that? It's coming from the hallway.
Hannah's phone. Call.
Unknown number. Pick it up.
Hello?
I know where you are now. You were too confident, but you fell into my trap. I'm coming now, and then I am going to end this.
So that man without a face does sound different from the man without a face we had early on. Let me show you guys. Well, actually, I guess let's go back to Jake. I'll play a video from Jake's most recent video.
When you see this, I'll already be gone. I'll have gone into hiding, or my pursuers will have managed to find me. Forgive me that I couldn't tell you in person, but this way I want to ensure that you find out who I really am. On the one hand, I owe you. On the other, I don't want you to concentrate on finding me when I suddenly disappear. I have never told anyone else what I'm about to tell you. I am Hannah's half-brother. Her and I have never met, and although that was the only reason I contacted her all the time ago, I never told her. Soon, I was forced to cut contact with her, but shortly before she disappeared, she turned to me, asking for help. Hannah and Lily are the only family I have left, and I hope you understand now why I was so invested in finding her. I ask you to keep my secret, because I don't want to be responsible for her family breaking apart. It's no longer in my power to find Hannah. Her fate is now entirely in your hands. I thank you for our conversations and your courage. We will see each other again when the time comes.
I think it's pretty distinctly different. I think Silver Wolf had it right. Man without a voice is a bit snappier and a higher pitch, and Jake's voice is deeper. I think Silver Wolf hit it right on the head with that. Keep in mind, there was another video of Man Without a Face. I gotta find it. I don't know where it would be. Maybe under Jesse? I don't know. It's the one where he's like, "Are you scared? I can see you." Maybe it's under Cleo's. No. Where would it be? He's talking about like stay out of other people's affairs. It's under Richie's? No. Well, we'll look at Richie's videos as well. Man, where was it? Where was that video? The gray video. Under Cleo's? That was when he was. Oh yeah.
I wanted you to stay out of this, but you didn't listen. You think this is all just a game, don't you?
Nah, that was a different one. There was one where he says, he's like, "Are you scared? I can see you." There was a different one. There was another one. He started off with like, "Are you scared? I can see you." I'm pretty sure. I can't find it. I don't know where it is. That's not. That's the same one that we had before.
My identity is irrelevant. Let's not waste time with useless questions. I witnessed the abduction. This is all you need to know at the moment. I'm in possession of passwords, emails, and have access to private accounts. I will provide you with information that will help you to make sense of the situation. You might not always like what you learn, but it will help to find Hannah. Trust me.
Voice calls between Man Without a Face aren't recorded. I thought they were, though. I guess not. You might be right, Valerie. Which means we can't find it in here. We would essentially have to go back and find it in one of my videos. I saw a question. Jessie gets attacked. She does. She does get attacked. Ooh. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch, but she does. I think it was right here.
Hey, thank you for talking to me on the phone. I wanted to be home before it got dark. Oh man, unbelievable that Cleo and Thomas were going to break into the basement. I mean, what did those two think they were going to find? There isn't anything in there. And what if I will be unable to get a hold of them now? Does that mean Phil is seriously going to call the police? Then it would be the last thing we need.
Tartface says, congrats on hitting 9K subs. I appreciate that, Tartface. The road to 10K. We're on our way. We are on our way. Yeah, it is. Marbell says the person in one photo I said looked like Thomas actually looks like Paul from the picture on Hannah's phone. Do we know what Paul looks like? Talking about one of these pictures? The one right here in the middle, maybe. The only one know about Jessie walking was Richie and Phil. That's true. However, it does seem like the Man Without a Face just, like, it's unprovoked sometimes. Like, I feel like his meetup with Cleo in the woods, when Cleo was running through the woods, like, it was just by accident. It might not have been. It might have been Paul. It might not have been by accident. But it feels like it was, like, by accident. So if Jessie was walking around and Man Without a Face was walking around, just happened to see Jessie and then attacked her. But you're right, Phil and Richie knew. And if Richie knew, then Richie could be Man Without a Face. It still could be two people. It still could be Richie and Paul working together. The picture in the middle is Thomas. I thought so too. But the beard is definitely a lot shorter, but it does match everything. Everything else matches. I mean, that's definitely Thomas. Yeah, I mean, I thought that was... I mean, you got Lily and Thomas there. It makes sense it would be Thomas because this is the first vacation together, running super late. I mean, they're all together. Thomas, Lily, and Hannah. You got Cleo, another Thomas. There's Hannah, Man Without a Face, and then a boat. And then Cleo again. and then bird feeder, Hannah. So I look up the info about the garage and the bar in the gallery, or on the maybe you're talking about the maps. I wonder if there's a clue somewhere hidden in these like landmarks. This could be how Man Without a Face knew where we were. If he was able to gain access to this phone, he's like, "Yep, that's where you are. Found you." Where is the bar? Souvenir shop. The bar or a meeting place of Duskwood youths, owned by Jesse's brother. Not really any information there. Then Roger's Garage, owned by Richie's father and Jesse's place of employment. Not really any information there either. The Dare House. The boys in Duskwood are known to knock on the old door of this strange house in the middle of the night. And the motel. The motel is right next to the Dare House. Richie said he was walking to the Dare House. Was he walking from the garage? He was walking from all the way from over here to the Dare House? Or was he over here by the motel? The Dare House is really far away from Roger's Garage. Michael Hansen's house. A strange house on the outskirts of Duskwood contains some dark secrets. Apparently, it belongs to Michael Hansen. Check on browser. Ah, gotcha. Our service, the fitting AC service, axle alignment, oil services, about us. Contact us if you have any questions about cars or motorbikes. With our many years of experience and a passion for anything motorized, we will be happy to help you. Thanks to our cross-generational concept, we have a solution for all problems that may occur with your vehicle. Roger's Garage has been the #1 address for many years for both repairs and advice in Duskwood. I'm looking forward to welcoming you to our shop, Paul Roger, that has your opening hours. The bar Aurora. You would think that Phil being in jail, the bar would be closed down, right? Maybe not. Hi guys, for personal reasons, I have. He did close it. He did close. He did close the bar. So for personal reasons, I have to close the Aurora for the time being. Don't worry, the Aurora team will be back soon, and then we'll get the show back on the road. I promise. Stay tuned. Phil, happy hour, ladies' night. Next month, Jasper Gerard, the man, the myth, the legend, the hottest underground sound here in the Aurora. Save the date. Pine Glade Festival. Didn't Hannah state that Jennifer would probably be the same age as her if she'd still be alive? So she'd be like 22 to 25. Then, if I assume that's Hannah's age range. Yes, that is correct, Zaina. She did mention that she would be the same age of what she is now. So like when the bad thing happened to Jennifer, Hannah was young. She was really young. And so then, or maybe not. Maybe it was only like a 5-year difference. No, it was at least 10, right? I don't remember. I don't remember what the year difference was. I don't remember how far apart it was. But yeah, she did mention that. She mentioned that she would be as old as she is now, and you can assume that it's somewhere between 21 and 25, something like that. Paul is trying to find who killed her for justice and revenge, and he covered it up only because he couldn't tell or couldn't let his affair get out. But then what does Richie have to do with it? Richie has something to do with it. I never saw this before. Interesting. Allow cookies. Protect from malicious websites. Allow websites to access microphone. Allow website to access camera. Can we switch these? I wonder what that does. I wonder what that does. That change anything? What does that do? I don't know, but we're not protected from malicious websites, and we're allowing websites to access our phone in camera, and we're allowing the cookies. That's what we're doing. We're allowing all the cookies. Interesting. That was under settings. Never knew we could do that before. Amanda thinks that Richie is involved because his business is going under and he was hoping to get paid out for helping kidnap Hannah. Interesting. All the cookies, Dea. We are allowing all the cookies. So unknown. You took the phone. That was a huge mistake. Who is this? You won't stop interfering until I've killed them all. You've realized I won't let that happen, right? You're afraid of me, aren't you? Do you remember what I told you on the phone? I'm coming, tongue-tied. And I'm going to kill them all. Listen here, you masked freak. I've had enough. You underestimate me. That's your mistake. I'll show you a real vigilante, giant bird. I set a trap for you, and you didn't even realize it. We have seen Richie's face. I can show you Richie's face. I mean, we saw his face when he got killed too. It was he was laying on the ground and his whole face was all there. But yeah, that's Richie right there. I mean, this is Richie. The man without a face. But see, he's slim build. He's a slim build, and that's definitely not the same build that the man without a face had when he was chasing after Thomas and Jesse. Hmm. Actually, let's watch his videos here. This is him going to the Dare house. I remember when I first watched that video, I thought for sure something was gonna jump out or something was gonna happen. I thought for sure it was gonna happen. Mouse Fantasy says, I just remember that Richie repaired Hannah's oil pan the same day she disappeared. She then drove to Michael Hansen's house. Could it be that he didn't really repair the car? Um, I suppose that's possible. I mean, there's no way for us to know if he repaired Hannah's car properly or not.
Hey, uh, well, that wasn't just any random scream. There was someone shouting my name, that's for sure. Straight from the forest. Wait a sec. I'll turn on the camera. All quiet now. What if that was Hannah? What if she needs my help? I think I saw someone. Hello? Hello? Hannah?
I mean, even though I think he's man without a face, that's still hard to watch too. Hasma says, "How long until the episode 10 is ready?" It's a great question, Hasma. Hamza. It's a great question. We don't exactly know. I'm not in with the in crowd with Everbite, unfortunately. But hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. A good way to find out, though, and a good way to make sure that you don't miss any of the Duskwood episode 10 videos or live streams that we'll be holding is to make sure you guys are subscribed, make sure you have the notifications turned on, make sure you have the bell turned on. Do not miss out on any future videos or live streams from Tongue Tied. Silverwood says, "I didn't hear a blade went into the jacket, then him." It could have been an arrow too, like a bow and arrow that could have been from a range. That's possible. It's possible. Jessica, Nutella is delicious. It did look like some runny Nutella. Don't forget the bracelet story. Where can we go about the bracelet story? I think the bracelet story all had to do with reading everything. Do we have anything with Amy? Yeah, we have some stuff with Amy, but they're not really. It's not like really a story. They're just more artistic pictures and videos. Not really much with Amy. This was when Hannah was visiting. Um, was it Amy's parents? I wasn't there alone, thank God. Otherwise, I would not have been able to do it. I would have turned around right on the driveway and left. The family gave such a warm welcome. It felt as if I had been there small. It felt as if I had been to their small living room a million times. The visit did not provide any new insights. Iris assured us that she told the police everything. That didn't stop her from retelling the whole story once again. I know the story well, every detail. She knows it too, no matter how long it's been. I doubt she will ever forget it. When it was time to go, Iris gave me a hug. It broke my heart. She has the same eyes much like emeralds. Ah, Midnight in Duskwood, the story. Love the story.
The disappearance of the butcher's boy, William Green. Due to a severe birth defect, which caused half of his face to be disfigured, most kids his age avoid young William. Therefore, he is excited by the offer the three boys, Jimmy Hopkins, Nathaniel Tanner, and Scotty Morris, make him. Especially since they typically only make faces or hurl insults at him. During a walk, they came across a fawn, so they say, which is why they are inviting William to go visit the little deer together. So he follows his new playmates deeper and deeper into the forest, while they continue to gush over the fawn. They say that its ears are so big and funny, his coat so incredibly soft, his eyes so beautiful to look at. Yes, supposedly it even likes to be petted. However, when they arrive at the clearing they had described, there is no fawn anywhere to be found. The warm smile of his friends suddenly changes into the awful laughter of ridicule. Before William realizes the terrible situation he has gotten himself into, they tie him to a large tree and pull a jute bag over his head while repeatedly calling out the word scarecrow. They leave William, who is very scared, behind. He is so terrified that he does not make a sound, does not cry or call out as they abandon the poor boy to his fate. The same night, Jimmy Hopkins comes to his senses and confesses their cruel prank to his dear father. It does not take long until the whole town of Duskwood searches the dark forests for the child. But when they arrive at the location described by the foolish boy Jimmy Hopkins, William is not there anymore. All they can find is the rope, untouched at the foot of the tall tree, an ocean of raven feathers, black as coal, and the jute bag soaked with blood. Some may say that this was the night that the legend of the man without a face was born, when William's father picked up the bag that was dripping with his own child's blood. Because William was never found, and neither was a single clue of his whereabouts. But soon, the houses of the wrongdoers were marked with strange signs that resembled a raven. They appeared out of nowhere, as if they were made by an invisible hand. Then, in the night of the new moon, the families of the three boys vanished completely and were never seen again. And so the legend lives on, demanding payment for sins that have been committed. It slowly creeps through Duskwood streets, watching vigilantly through raven eyes in the cover of the dark night.
Do we know who Jennifer's mom, or not Jennifer's mom, that's Iris. Do we know who Jennifer's dad is? Is that, do we know who Jennifer's dad is? B says, just realized TT stands for tongue-tied and tool-tastic. Coincidence? Are you involved, tongue-tied? I've been Roger's Garage's competition this whole time. I tell you, it was tongue-tied all the time, all this time. He's fooling us. It was me. It was me the whole time. I'm the man without a face. I guess technically. String Trap Beauty says they're very excited for the episode. We all are. Spring Tap. We're all very excited. Tongue-tied is involved for sure. From Dea. Tart Face, no coincidence. Tongue-tied. Hashtag tongue-tied is Jake. Yes, hashtag tongue-tied is Jake. Maribel says, I still like how Richie's last picture is hashtag I am Jake. That would be some awesome irony. It would be. Michael Hansen is Jennifer's dad. Is it? It's Michael Hansen? Michael Hansen and Iris Hansen? Jennifer Hansen? That makes sense because Jennifer is Jennifer Hansen. So it would be Michael Hansen. But I don't think Michael Hansen's the man without a face. That's too obvious. It's way too obvious. Yeah, I think that's way too obvious. Michael's the scapegoat. I agree. I agree, Maribel. Michael's a scapegoat. He's a scapegoat for the true man without a face, Richie, and possibly colluding Roger. All right, chat. What else do you guys want to see? What other videos, what other pictures do you guys want to see? Is there something else you guys want to see? That we haven't already seen? Maribel says Paul's the man without a face. Paul Roger. Paul and Richie. Richie is Jake. I don't think so. I don't think so. It just doesn't make sense to me, Maribel. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. Hannah would know who Jake is if she knew who Richie was, if Jake was Richie. She would know that Richie and Jake were one and the same. Life, welcome to the stream. When is Duskwood 10? It's a good question. It's a great question. We're not sure. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. It does look like it's getting close. The Duskwood update does look like it's getting pretty close. Maribel, you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy work. Have fun. Try not to work too hard.
Hi, we've just been to the pawn shop. Mr. Oakley was pretty nice, thankfully. But initially he was pretty hesitant, wasn't sure if he should give us any insight. Well, guess who handed in the bracelet? Phil.
What about Rich?
That's right, Phil had that bracelet. Springtrap says Springtrap Beauty says the next episode will come out when we've all lost our minds waiting. That's for true. That's definitely true. I mean, I think it's been 6 months since episode 9 release. It's been a long time. A long, painful wait. Can we listen to the recording of Michael Hansen and Alan Bloomgate? Yes, if we can find it. Where would that be? Would it be under Lily? Motel Notes. I don't think it's under Lily. The video when Thomas called us to show the pictures. Maybe under Jake? I don't think it was under Jake. I think we went through that. Hannah's call. These were the audios of the psychiatrist and Hannah, I believe, not Ted and Cleo. Or Michael and Alan. I don't think these were that's not the Michael and Alan audios, but we can listen to them.
Questioning of witness Michael Hansen will now resume. It is currently 1:33 a.m.
Oh, maybe it is.
In the room are the questioned Michael Hansen as well as Alan Bloomgate. So, Michael, please continue.
So, as I said, I was working and thought she had already arrived and was out somewhere at the festival.
What made you think that?
Because that's what she did last year too. There wasn't anything unusual about it. Listen, Ellen, it's late, I'm tired.
During your last integration, you said, one moment please, I thought Jennifer had gone to the Pine Glade Festival with her friends after arriving in Duskwood.
Yes, I thought she was looking at the fireworks. It's always packed in the Aurora during the Pine Glade Festival. She knows that I don't have time for her then. And she wanted to see the fireworks. She always looked forward to them the most.
When did you get home, Michael?
Around 3 or 4.
And you didn't go into Jennifer's room when you arrived at your house. You didn't check to see whether your daughter was home? For the record, the questioner is shaking his head in disagreement. Please say no, Mr. Hansen. My recording device can't see you.
No, I've told you I don't know how many times. I thought Jennifer was probably already asleep, so I went to bed. Next morning, I wanted to wake her up and I saw that she wasn't in her room.
That was the point at which you informed your ex-wife, Iris Hansen, correct?
Yeah, correct. Jennifer didn't like her room. She never complained, but I could tell when she stayed over at my place for the first time. It was still decorated the way her grandmother had it when she was a kid. I never changed it. I don't know what young woman her age like.
Your ex-wife then informed the police in Duskwood, correct?
Yes, goddammit. Correct. The same answer I gave you the last 100 times you asked. My daughter is missing. Go and look for her instead of wasting your time asking stupid questions.
Springtrap Beauty says, I actually started playing this game because of you, Tongue Tied. I appreciate that. I'm glad. I hope you're enjoying it. And I'm glad that I was able to, help bring, this game to light. I'm not saying that I was the sole factor to that, but I was definitely one of the original playthroughs that started recording and playing this game and putting it out there for everyone to see. But I'm not saying that I'm taking credit for the game's success. That is strictly due to the developers of the game. I mean, you got to have a good game to create good success. It doesn't take a YouTuber to create that success. It's got to be a good game. A YouTuber can play a game and stream it and record it all they want, but if it's not good, you're not going to make a successful game. So the credit definitely goes to everybody. But I appreciate that. Springtrap Beauty, I appreciate you the nice words. I think I did bring light of this game to a lot of people by them checking out the channel and seeing the game and then wanting to try it out themselves. But Ted Madruga, I think it was Zaina mentioned the plot hole with Ted Madruga. There's definitely a plot hole with him. He's in prison. We did have that prison record. I don't remember where the prison record was with. I think it might have been with Lily. Motel Notes, maybe? No. The prison letter. Yeah, this is the prison letter for Ted Madruga. Hannah Donfort was going to visit Ted Madruga. But there's not really a whole lot of information here. The only type of information we have is the fact that Hannah went to go see Ted Madruga. That's really the only bit of information that we got from that. Mel's Fantasy, you have a great rest of your night. Thanks for joining the stream. B says, just a question. How did Iris and the police know it was an AMC gremlin who killed Jennifer in the first place? It's a good question. I mean, other than witnesses, tire tracks, possibly. Maybe I have no idea. But you're right. They did find out that it was an AMC Gremlin somehow. Ted Madruga could be Jake. What if Ted Madruga is Jake? Why would Hannah try to go see Ted Madruga in prison? Maybe it's Jake. Maybe Ted Madruga was able to escape prison and went on the run, and now he's running from these FBI agents to keep him from going back to prison. And he's going by the name Jake. I don't think that's an actual good theory, but it just kind of popped up in my head. I don't think that's actually a thing, but that would be funny. Could be from security footage, maybe that they confirmed that it was an AMC Gremlin, or from a witness. That's possible. That's definitely possible. Not sure. Not entirely sure. Is there any other chat? Is there any other pictures or videos that you guys want to see to prepare for episode 10? I mean, if you guys are, I'm sure you all could just look at Jesse's pictures all day. We can look at Jesse's pictures all day. I think that's a good picture. It's a good picture. She's just showing off her boo. That's all it is. Jesse's just showing off Bay right there. Springtrap says, I must say, I'm really hoping Richie isn't the man without a face. Probably cry if he is. I think he is. I think he is. I don't know. I mean, I think he is, but I don't know. Amy's profile. You want to see Amy's profile? Amy doesn't have much on her profile. It's just a bunch of pictures, artistic style pictures, and a couple artistic videos. But we'll check them out. We will check them out. Obviously, we haven't written anything with Amy, but these are some of her pictures. Very artistic style pictures. Very artsy. That might have been her in the motel. Phil's record. Well, yeah, we'll check out Phil. We'll check out Phil's profile and everything here in a second. This might be inside the Black Swan. I don't think it's the bar Aurora, but it might be inside the Black Swan. Zana says, that made me think Ted Madruga could potentially be like a fake name or code name for Hannah to see someone. Maybe Alan. Maybe he wants to have an interview with Hannah secretly. Can we see the video where we see the man without a face? Which video, family fan? Which video specifically? Because there are a few videos of the man without a face. Jessica says it's all too much still in the open. I agree. I agree with you, Jessica. There's still so many theories, so many things that could go one way or the other. We just don't know what's what. Jessica says episode 9 added to my questions rather than answering any. That's true. It's very true. The one where Jesse and Thomas are in the man without a face's house. Okay, yeah, we can watch those again. We can definitely check that out. First, we're going to check out Phil's profile. That was requested earlier. We'll definitely check out Phil's profile.
This is a call from Maydal Penitentiary. You will not be charged for this call, as the inmate will cover its costs. If you would like to accept this call, please hold the line.
Hey, it's Phil. You know, from Duskwood. How are you? Better than me, I hope. Sorry for disturbing you, but I just don't know who else to turn to. Guess you made a lasting impression. Listen, I'm innocent. They put me in here because of my connections to Michael Hansen. You hear me? Michael Hansen. The police won't even listen to what I have to say. They've already put a...
Attention, the inmate's credit has been used up. Your call will end shortly.
I'm running out of time. You have to prove that I'm innocent. I'm counting on you.
Mikey Reeves says, I'm not really a fan of Jesse. Tongueside and the chat will most likely be shocked by this. Hey, you don't say that. You don't say that, Mikey. I am shocked. You're one of the few. That's okay. That's okay, Mikey. You're one of the few, but that's okay. You don't have to. Not everybody has to be a fan of Jesse. Not everybody. And that's okay. That's okay if you're not a fan of Jesse. You're wrong, but that's okay. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's perfectly cool that you're not a fan of Jesse. That just means there's one less Mikey in my way of getting to Jesse. That's all. Here's a video of Cleo and Thomas trying to break into the Bar Aurora's basement. Getting caught by the camera. Amanda says they like that Jake gets jealous when Phil calls. Jake does get jealous. He definitely gets jealous. But why? Why does Jake get jealous when Phil calls? I don't know. We thought in the very beginning, before the bomb was dropped that Jake is Hannah's half brother, we thought that there was like a romantic relationship between Jake and Hannah, or at least that was an idea. But now that we know that there's not, there might still be a romantic relationship with the main character and Jake. And if that's the case, then yeah, I can see why Jake would get a little jealous if Phil, reaches out to us or calls us or flirts with us or whatever. All right, YouTube family fan wants to see the videos of the man without a face's house. This is actually Michael Hansen's house.
I don't know.
Pictures of us.
No way.
4 of us.
What?
Andre, welcome to the stream. Waiting for so long. So are we. So are we.
Jesse! Take it! Go! Run!
Open the gate!
I see your comment there, Mikey. It's understandable. It's understandable. One Jesse ruined all the Jessies for Mikey, and that's a shame. That's a shame. But at least you're not dealing with it anymore. That's good. That's good. It's good that you're not dealing with it anymore. So I saw somebody wanted to see the video of Jesse telling the story about the man without a face, which I believe is right here.
Okay. You ready? The legend of the man without a face is as old as Duskwood itself. He lives deep in the forest and roams the street of Duskwood at night. He marks the doors of the biggest sinners with a sign of the raven. And in the night of the first new moon each year, he makes his return to the market houses. He's taking every single person in the building. Men, women, children, guilty or not. Supposedly he takes them into the forest. And they never come back. Creepy, isn't it?
I think the smirk at the end that's what got me. She's not like she's one of a kind. She is a one of a kind Jessie. That is for certain. She is a one of a kind Jessie. She's not like those typical Jessies. What's this? I can't remember what this one is.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
Listen. It's been almost exactly 10 years now since Jennifer disappeared from Duskwood without a trace. She had been on the way to her dad's, but she never got there. The whole town looked for her, without pause, until her body was found by an employee of the lumber mill. The police was so sure it was murder, until the autopsy concluded that Jennifer had injuries which not could have come from an attack on her. It turned out that Jennifer had been hit by a car, and that she had died on the side of the crash. I don't know, the driver must not have seen Jennifer on the dark road on the outskirts of Duskwood. And to hush up his crime, he buried her deep in the forest, so that she may never be found. But here's the weird part about all of this. Of course, Iris had asked Hannah about the reason she wanted to visit. Hannah told her that she believed to have been followed by the same man who also killed Jennifer. But if it wasn't murder, but an accident, then why would the same killer be after Hannah too?
B says I can hear tongue tied blushing from here. Nuh-uh. You don't say that. So I saw somewhere that playing as the female main character, which we will get back into after we complete episode 10, we'll go back and complete the female main character playthrough as well. And the female main character playthrough, I believe we stopped off at episode 7, and I can't remember if we've completed episode 7 or if we stopped at episode 7. But once we complete episode 10, when it does finally release, when it does come out, and we're able to make videos and live stream it, when that actually does happen, we will complete episode 10 and then go back. And it's going to take me a while to get back to episode 7 or 6 or wherever I stopped as the female main character, because I have to do it all over again. But we'll get back to that point, and then we'll be able to live stream those videos as well as the female MC to see all the different, see how things turn out differently. And somebody said, I saw Tartface, I believe it was, said for female playthrough, it's very funny to see Jake getting jealous. It's very interesting. Oh no, that was Zana that said that. Somebody said something about Chinese food, which made me really hungry. Tarface says, if you ever replay Duskwood as a female MC, Jake asks you if you like Chinese food. It's delicious. I love Chinese food. I love Chinese. It's delicious. I could go for some Chinese food right now. I'm starving. I'm so hungry. All right. Is there another video? Let's check out the other videos that we have here of Jesse. What's this one? This is when Dan got into a car accident.
Hey, something terrible happened. Dan had a car accident last night. He must have lost the control of his car. It flipped over several times. Doctors don't know if he's gonna live. That's all my fault.
Aw, poor Jesse. When they're pulling up to Michael Hansen's house. Run down, shingles falling off the roof. Tongue-tied says, you're always hungry. Or, no, Tartface. Tartface says, tongue-tied, you're always hungry. What's with the eggplant? Not hungry for eggplant. It's all very interesting. Is there any other videos or pictures that you guys want to see, that chat wants to see? Tarface, you'll be hungry for egg when you play VFC. Crazy. Family fan, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's symbolism. Don't worry about it. Mikey Reeves says maybe Hannah is being held at the lumber mill. I just had a thought cross my mind. The lumber mill. Maybe. We don't really know where Hannah's being held at. We know that she was being held in Michael Hansen's house at one point in time, but she's not there anymore. Shima, welcome to the stream. It's great to see you here. Dea says, cover your ears, Michelle. Is there any other videos or pictures that you guys like to see? Any other information that you want to see in this preparation for episode 10? Speak now, forever hold your peace. I'm confused by Lady Lotus prediction in the Dark Mystery Forum. Dark Mystery Forum. Lady Lotus. I remember Lady Lotus. Let's see if we can find her here. This is new. Fact? Was it fact or spooky fiction? Supposedly this is new. Have we ever seen this before? We can actually respond to this. Okay. Let's do this real quick. Interesting. Good spooky evening to you, my friends. Let's play a good old round of fact or spooky fiction. For all the fresh blood suckling out there, here's an explanation. I'm going to tell you two stories. One is true, the other is total fiction. You decide which story actually happened and which one I invented. The majority decides. Of course, you are not allowed to use Google. That wouldn't be any fun. Can't cheat. No jam cheating. Can't use Google. The year is 2008. A man from Japan suddenly notices strange things happening in his house. He can hear muffled clattering noises at night. There are strange puddles in the shower. Food appears to be vanishing with no explanation. He doesn't know what else to do. So he sets up a camera. This is supposed to capture anything strange that happens. When he reviews the footage a few days later, he can't believe his eyes. He sees an unknown figure sneaking through his apartment. Of course, he gets scared. What was this? Perhaps the ghostly spectrum haunting his domicile. He calls the police immediately. They search the whole apartment, but to no avail. They were just about to give up the search when they find a woman who has been hiding in the man's closet. She admits that she had been hiding inside for a whole year so she could live in the house. She said she used his bathroom and stole his food. She had been homeless and got inside the house when the owner forgot to lock it one day. That sounds real. That sounds legitimately real. Let's see what the second one is. It is the fateful year 2000 when Pete Ambercott finally gets to spend his summer in the holiday camp Sena Creek. It was just as he had hoped. The days were filled with fun games and sports. The supervisors are nice, and the best part is he found a great new friend called Sam. One night, Sam tells him a horrible secret. He tells Pete that one of the supervisors, Timothy Wire, is an awful cannibal who eats children. Pete gets scared, but he doesn't want to believe his new friend. Next day, he had table tennis on his schedule, and Pete wanted to play with his friend Sam, but he can't find him anywhere. Alarmed, Pete tells the supervisor, and the whole camp starts looking for poor Sam, but to no avail. When the police turned up a short while later and asked Pete about Sam, he hesitantly repeats the words Sam confided in him the previous night. It turned out that Sam had not lied. Timothy Wire was a wanted murderer who had already killed and consumed 5 children. One of his victims, which had died 3 years prior, had been called Sam. 3 years prior! It was 3 years prior, and what is our friend's name? Pete Ambercott was talking with Sam the whole time. 3 years ago Sam died? Ooh, that's creepy too. Well then, my crypt walkers and shadow creatures. Which one of those spooky tales is true? And which one is a figment of my imagination? I don't know. They both sound true. Why do they both sound true? Why do they both sound true? The second one is true, of course. I say the first one is true. I think they're both I think they're both true. I have no idea. I think the first one sounds more believable. I think the first one definitely sounds more believable. I'm going to go with the first one. Hopefully I'm right. What do you guys, what does chat think? Mila, welcome to the stream. What are you guys saying? Love the background music. I like the background music too, but it was just loud. It was loud. Jessica M likes orange chicken. I'm a big fan of General Tso's chicken. Is it General Tso's chicken or General Tso's chicken? It's TSO. How do you pronounce TSO? Is it So or To? I like the General, though. The General chicken. Story time. Hey, Tongue Tied. Mikey Reeves. I want to see a face reveal. Do you, Mikey? You're probably not the only one. Zane, I wonder if Darkness is just like a filler for the episode and we won't get a reveal to him too. Interesting. Who knows? I'm surprised that this was here. I thought we had went through all of this stuff, but we found something new. So the Darkness web, like the dark web, whatever this is, it might be what's supposed to be there to help bring players back to then advance in the dark web type of play, like the stories and stuff, which is a good idea. I never thought that was the case, though. I always thought it was episode specific. Like you weren't going to see new stuff until you got into a new episode. I never knew that there was new stuff in the dark. I would have done videos on it. 100% would have done videos on it. Jessica, I second what Mikey has proposed. Dea, it's nap time. His voice puts me to sleep sometimes. Do I take that as a compliment? Is that a compliment, Dea? I hope so. I hope it means that I have a soothing, relaxing voice. Chapter 1 of Real Detective was Tongue Tied's face reveal. Rick, that was, what a jerk. Rick. I don't like Rick. YouTube Family Fan 3's what Mike says. Jessica, I enjoy listening to Tongue Tied's voice. I appreciate that. Thank you. Jessica, I need to go watch that video. I guess I'm watching that next after this. Check out Real Detective. It's actually a pretty interesting game. It's a pretty interesting game. It's a long. So we're going by chapters, and they're going to be live streams. We've been doing Real Detective, where they're going to be live streams, and they're long chapters. But they're fun. They're interesting. It's confusing, but you'll listen to me talk a lot because it's just nonstop reading. Jessica says, I would listen to Tongue Tied as a storyteller. Oh, that's nice. I would listen to myself too, maybe. I don't know. I feel like I sound weird. I feel like when I listen to myself, I feel like I sound weird. Tongue Tied should be like a storybook teller. They probably have there's games out there. There's storybook style games that I can dive into if we wanted to do something like that. Zayna says you'd be shocked at his face reveal. Probably. I've been told probably um, the funniest insult I've ever been told. I've been told I have the face for radio. When- I had a buddy that told me that, and I laughed so hard. But yeah, he says I have the face for radio. Micah Reeves, a tongue-tied face reveal probably will never happen as he doesn't have a face. It's just an orange and it's just one orange and one green eye. Shout out Tarface. Like seeing a movie, says Marwa. Appreciate that. Mila, welcome to the stream. Both sound true. I think they both sound true. His face is just a void with two colored eyes. Heterochromia eyes. The first one, you guys think it's? I think it's the first one too. I think it's the first one. That doesn't. The first one seems more realistic to me. It's a comp. I appreciate that, Data. Thank you for the compliment. Tongue tied then turns into an ASMR YouTuber now. Just talking into the microphone at really low volume voice. Just reading off spooky facts or spooky fictions. Would be gross sounding if it's pronounced toe. Talk about General Toe's chicken. Is it General Tso's or General Toe's for the Chinese chicken dish? It's delicious either way. The General something chicken tongue-tied was talking about. I think it's General So. It might be General Sal. General Sal chicken. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce the TSO. It's either General So's chicken or General Toe's chicken. Or General Sal chicken. It's one of the two. I don't know. But it's delicious. With some pork fried rice. Oh, delicious. Goddess Beauty, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. I saw Goddess Beauty's comment. She called me out on mispronouncing Sakura. Sakura. I like putting I like putting the D in Sakura. I apologize. Sakura. Yeah. I mean, it is Sakura, but I don't know. I don't know why I always say Sakura. I don't know why. I just say it that way. I like I think the chat has decided you should record audiobooks. I'd listen to them. Amy Wilson, shout out Amy. Welcome to the stream. Maybe one day. You never know. You never know. We need to get Tim to put tongue-tied in the healing. I'm in the healing, Tartface. I just don't have a... I'm in the healing. My voice is in the healing. It's Sakura. Shout out Goddess Beauty. Shout out. Friendly reminder, Jam Genius, you said you would make a face reveal if you reached 10K subscribers. I never said that. Show me the receipts, Daya. Show me the receipts that I said I would do it if I hit 10K. I've never said 10K. Not once. I may have said it's possible. but I never said I would actually do it. Look, I'm picking the first one. It's the first one. Nemos. I say the first one is true. And by the way, thanks for the great stories. Yes, by the way, thanks for the great stories. That's Nantans. Yes. Hopefully he gets back to us. That'd be awesome. That was the only new one that we had. Everything else we've been through. Maybe he'll send us something. Hopefully he reaches back out to us. That'd be great. I'll show you the screenshot. Never said that. Shows a clip of Tongue Tied saying it. I may have said possibly. I've never said I would. No, not at 10K. No, not once. He was the voice of Dusty, but I thought he was the best as well. I'm also the voice of somebody else, not just Dusty. And Dusty is somebody else too. What a strange man. I'm a strange man? No. I'm completely normal. Daya, I never forget anything. Yeah, we'll see. Show me the receipts. Pics or it didn't happen, Daya. Pics or it didn't happen. Tap close. Maybe we'll get a message from him. Tongue-tied is the man without a face. The boyfriend? I'm not the boyfriend. April, I know who you're talking about. I am not the boyfriend in The Healing. I'm not. 100% not the boyfriend. That boy, he's jerk. He's jerk. But I'm not the boyfriend. But I am Dusty, and I also voice the night of J.K. Knight. Or voice the night. I voice the night. I voice the character J.K. Knight. Yeah, I'm the creepy doll guy in The Healing. I am Dusty and the creepy doll guy. I am the voice of J.K. Knight. Strange is considered normal nowadays. That's right. And if we're all strange, then we're all normal. And if we're all normal, then to be normal is to be strange. And then strange is just being normal again. So then we're all just normal. Now sending. I'll have to check it later, Daya. Tongue-tied is J.K. Knight? Yes. Tongue-tied is J.K. Knight. Yes, tongue-tied is. Not his channel, but his name. What is the name of this? What is the name of this guy? Not the channel. My name's Tongue-tied. Marwa. My name's Tongue-tied. Dave's already got some evidences on you, Tongue-tied. Look. Voice the Knight. Yeah, I voiced the Knight, J.K. Knight. I voiced the character J.K. Knight. Yeah, April, I'm not the boyfriend. When I listen to the boyfriend, I'll tell you this. I listen to the boyfriend, his chat for who was this chat for? Lucy. He did an audio chat for Lucy, and when I listened to that, I listened to it, I'm like, oh, I can see why people think that I'm the boyfriend now, because I saw that multiple times. I saw that in a lot of different comments. They were like, "Are you voicing the boyfriend?" I'm like, no, but I listened to the boyfriend. I'm like, I can see why you would think that. I can totally see why you would think that, but I don't. I don't voice the boyfriend. But I can totally see why you would think that. Lady Lotus. We wanted to see about Lady Lotus. I think somebody was asking about Lady Lotus. Tongue-tied is many, many people. Yes, I am all the people. B, well, now I got to play the heal. It's a good game so far. We've only gotten through 2 episodes, but it's very enjoyable, B. I think you'll like it. Tongue-tied voices the Knight, so he's I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Can't wait for the next episode of The Healing 2. I'm super excited for it. I can't wait for it. Mila misses Jake. Me too. Me too. When's the next episode of The Healing? Hopefully very soon. Hopefully very, very soon. I don't know exactly when, but it's gonna happen. It's probably gonna be out before Duskwood. before episode 10. The episode 3 for the healing is probably going to be here before episode 10 of Duskwood. That's probably what's going to happen. Real quick, go to the library archive. The library archive. Where's the library archive, Maribel? Oh, we got another thing from Sternens and Nens. No, it's from Murky, Gravedigger. The second one is true. Why? Because it is a lot more detailed and more elaborate. Good night. Murky's wrong. You're wrong, Murky. Murky is wrong. Murky thinks the second one's true because it's more detailed. That makes me think that the second one would be more fictitious because it's more detailed. He's making it more detailed to make you think that it's more true. It's more of a figment of his imagination. That's what it is. Jesse's profile, the library. Let's check it out. The Archive Duskwood Library. Welcome to the library. What are we going to search? What do we search? Plague book. Plague book. Dead City, 101 garden tips. Duskwood architecture. Is it the Duskwood architecture? Type man without a face. Plague book, yes. It won't let me open it. Can I not open any of these? So the Duskwood playbook, or the Duskwood Plague, Life During the Black Death, written by Karsten Jericho. Karsten's one of the characters from The Healing. Did you guys know that? He definitely is. TPWK, I think you are 35. You talking about me? You think I'm 35? Damn. You think that I'm old? Murky was the one that said that, not the open. Right, Murky said the second one, but he could be wrong, and we're probably right. Mitch? Who's Mitch? I wonder if Mitch is still alive. We don't know what happened to him yet. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know who Mitch is. We're all confused. Who the hell's Mitch? Mitch is a character in Duskwood. Is he? I don't remember Mitch. Are you talking about Richie? Not Rich, but not Mitch, but Richie? This guy? Talking about Richie? Amy Wilson, did you just say No, I didn't say 35 is old. I said you think that I'm that old. Look, you want to talk about how old is old? I wrote an essay on how old is old one time. And you can literally say that anybody is old, whether they're a minute old or 100 years old. Old is old, no matter which way you look at it. So anybody can be old. It's just a matter of time. That's all. Everybody's old. But no, Amy, I wasn't saying that 35 is old. I promise I wasn't saying that. I can see Amy on the other end just like, hey, you don't say that. He has that raspiness in his voice that only comes with age, so it's a possibility. Ah, Richie. Okay, so Mila was talking about Richie, not Mitch. Not Mitch. Don't judge me. Nobody's judging. We're just you threw us for a loop, Mila. You threw us for a loop. Is Richie dead or alive? I think he's still alive. If you don't find a body, it means you're still alive. Until you find a body, you're still alive. That's the rule. In games, TV shows, movies, if you don't find a body, you're still alive. That's the rule. All right, chat. Is there any other videos, pictures that you guys want to see? I kind of want to go back to the dark web or whatever that's called, a dark mystery forum. Nothing new. Nothing new. Somebody was talking about Lady Lotus, so we'll go through Lady Lotus here. So Lady Lotus, hello everyone. My last thread has become too big, so I'll just start a new one. My vacation is officially over. From now on, I'll be available again to tell your futures. Please don't comment if you were in the last thread. That wouldn't be fair on others. Fortune telling, like she said. Sounds exciting. I'd like to know my fortune. Future. Fortune telling. Future. I'd like to know my future. Can you tell me your height? I'm used to everyone knowing. To be able to tell you your future, I need to know something specific about you. What exactly that is only unveiled to me once someone asks me. Okay, in that case, I'm 5'9", so can I stop buying lottery tickets or am I going to win something? You could stop buying them, and furthermore, you should change your sleep schedule. Yeah, it's finally my turn. Could you focus on the topic of love for me? Pretty corny, I know, but I've been alone on this earth for far too long. Preston said tongue-tied was 1,898 years old. That's interesting. 1,898 years old. That's look, 35 might not be old, but that's jam old. 1,898 years. That is jam old. Courtney, welcome to the stream. It's great to see you. Good to see you. Can you tell me your mother's maiden name? Baumgartner. 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 You will have a fateful encounter very soon. You don't have to be afraid. You will know when it's there. The key word is blue. Wow. Thanks a lot, dear Lady Lotus. Could you maybe tell me something more specific? I'm still scared of screwing up. Blue could mean so much, the person's eye color, or will the weather be nice that day, or will we meet at a pool? I'm sorry. I always write down everything I see in my prophecies. I don't know anything else. Let's hope for the best then. Oh, and this is us. This is Nemos. I've always wanted to do something like this. What do you need to know about me? Your eye color, green. We chose green. That is really strange. It is possible that recently something terrible has happened to you, Nemos. Something incredibly terrible. I see your pain, Nemos. I'll share it with you. My prediction is stronger and clearer than ever before. In your future, I see a golden crown of a king. Unfortunately, you are about to be faced with some hard times, but you will get through them because you won't be facing them alone. This is a person in your life to whom you are very important. But something unsaid is still between you. And in case something is offered to you anytime soon, you should decline it. I'm both shocked and amazed. New! It's new! We got something. We got something. What was that? Baby Blue. Oh, how nice. My vote goes to the first story. It seems like the more believable of the two. I don't mean to influence the rest of the voting, but I just want to remind you that I've never been wrong so far in fact or spooky fiction. FOSF. So Baby Blue has never been wrong before. And if she's right, if she's never been wrong before, then we definitely said the right story. We got the right story. We jam figured it out. We're jam geniuses. Jam geniuses. What do you think the Golden Crown stands for? I don't know. I don't know what the Golden Crown might stand for. From Lady Lotus's prediction. Maybe we'll end up being jam champions or something. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe champions or something. The Golden Crown, we win. Maybe we end up being, I don't know. I don't we're not gonna be like a king of anything, but I don't know what the Golden Crown would be. I don't know how that would be symbolic to what we're going through. Not sure. Goddess Beauty says, I can imagine the Rad Brad playing this game because you sound just like him. I don't know who Rad Brad is. I'll have to look him up and listen to him. But apparently I sound just like Rad Brad. Mila says a crown made of golden jewels symbolizes power, honor, and status. It could also symbolize an accomplishment or a passage into higher levels of consciousness or spiritual awareness. Interesting. Rad Brad is another YouTuber that I sound like a younger version of. I like the sound of that. The younger version. I appreciate that, Goddess Beauty. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know. You say I sound like another YouTuber, but I don't know if that's good or bad. Hopefully it's a compliment. If it's a compliment, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, chat. If there's no other videos or pictures that you guys would like to see to help prepare for episode 10, we might be shutting it down here soon. Tartface getting ready for bed. Thanks, Tongue Tied, for the early stream. Good night, everyone. Good night, Tartface. You have a great rest of your day. Goddess Beauty says you're welcome. Shout out, Goddess. All right, chat. If there's no other videos that you guys want to see, if there's no other information that we want to go through, I'm going to check the Dark Mystery Forum one more time, see if there's anything new. There isn't. I'm interested in what's going on with fact or spooky fiction. We'll see. You know what? I'm going to go back to Dark Mystery Forum as we close out. That way we can listen to some... You know what? Actually, no. I'm going to go to... We're gonna close out on Thomas's guitar playing. That's when we're closing out on. Thomas's guitar playing. We're closing out on Thomas's guitar playing. I hope you guys enjoyed the Duskwood episode 10 preparation video. Again, this wasn't episode 10, but this is the preparation video to get us back into the swing of things for Duskwood for when episode 10 comes out. And I hope you enjoyed it. We went through a lot of information. I loved listening and well, not listening, but I loved hearing all of your guys's and reading all of your guys's theories and talking about it and discussing that. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you everyone for the stream and taking time out of your day to join and discuss and just hanging out. Absolutely loved it. Thank you all. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and join the Tether. Check out the merch down below for 1 week. You use the promo code TTG10 for the first week that the merch has been released. You get 10% off your purchase order. If you're a member of the channel, you get a promo code that gives you 20% off. So consider joining as a member. If you enjoyed this preparation video on your way out, hit that like button. And as always, thanks for watching. Love you all! And we'll see you next time. Goodbye!